welcome. This is the rally car as it sits currently. So as you can see, it's very rough. We're gonna do a full walk around, full tour, some driving, and I'm gonna give you my thoughts on how it sits right now. So you can see it's a fairly stock faded paint green. It's a 2000. It's on lowering springs right now, and the struts are blown. There's a lot of movement there. I don't know if you're able to tell on the camera. Under the hood, if we go in here and pop the hood real quick. It is swapped from a EJ22 to an EJ25. Got a very dirty air intake over here, which probably is doing more harm than good, honestly. This motor has about 130,000 miles on it. The body has about 195, I think. Not too much going on in here. Fairly stock motor. Then as for the trunk, it's got some pretty decent space, I guess. Massive subwoofer back here. Custom built box from one of the previous owners, and it is very loud. Doesn't necessarily sound the best, but it is definitely loud at the very least. Nice little toe strap. See if there's anything under here. This is all kinds of gross. I don't think there's anything under here. No, I guess that's where the spare tire would be, but this is like broken. For the back seat, pretty basic. It's all torn up there. I'm 5'8", so with the seat set to my seating position, I still have a decent bit of knee room right here. No rear armrest, not surprising. Aftermarket Memphis speakers. The front and in the rear. What Subaru is complete without a lanyard, or keys on a lanyard? And to describe the smell in here, it smells like dirty seats combined with trash, combined with black ice, with a very strong, overpowering scent of black ice. I bought this car from a friend of mine for 600 bucks, 600 schmeckles, and he just needed it gone. But it survived a trip from southern LA to Vegas, and then from Vegas to Utah. So probably about a 20-hour drive all in one day, pretty much back to back in the middle of the summer. And if you don't know, middle of summer in Las Vegas, very hot. There were cars, a lot nicer cars, broken down on the side of the road. So it was very stressful being in a 21-year-old Subaru, 22-year-old Subaru, driving in a over 100-degree weather. So seeing how well the interior held up, being a 21-year-old Japanese car, this isn't holding on very well. It doesn't really stay in there, just kind of rests in there. All the buttons still work, so that's good. Door panel's still pretty solid. This handle right here is coming apart. Very dirty, as you can see. That handle's coming apart. The seat belt doesn't like to retract very well, especially when I take it off. It gets stuck. This seat belt has a split right here, so it's a pain in the butt trying to put it on. Very dirty armrest with a little bit of storage in there. I don't even want to dig in there right now. E-brake still works. This is falling apart. Electric mirrors still work. I don't know what these are for. I'm assuming accessory holes. 5-speed manual. Still feels great. Heat and air conditioning both still work. But behind here it's cable driven. So doing this does absolutely nothing. It came off the track, so it only blows out the top and the floor. So it takes a while for the car to cool down or heat up. Glove box, decent bit of space, and it's dampened, so that's kind of cool. Dirty floorboards naturally. Dash isn't cracked. That doesn't sound very good, but all of this still sounds pretty decent. To be a cheap car, you know, 600 bucks. Little hidden storage box right there. ashtray because it's from the early 2000s. High quality Kenwood stereo from probably 2005 if I had to guess. This is my Bluetooth, so that's nice. Definitely needs to be cleaned in here, so let's start it up. It's got a Megan Racing exhaust, custom headers. So let's hear it. Little pops in there. Sounds like a Subaru. Now, let's take it for a ride. Oh, to describe to you how these seats feel. Very worn out. Every time I get in, the wire that's inside this seat, I don't know if you can see it, but there's on the bolstering, there's wire that the foam would go around, but it's all worn out. So every time I get in, I jam my side on it, so that doesn't feel good. There's no back support, so instead of sitting normal, like, I don't know, something like that probably, I'm sitting like this. So this is my back, and up here's my head. So that's great. So let's take it for a ride. As far as I'm aware, everything still works. Not too sure if the rear defrost works or not. Tried to test it, but I couldn't tell if it did anything. Also, vape because Subaru. Doesn't rattle too much in here. There is something rattling over there. I'm not sure if that's just because of trash that's in the door or if it's actually like the body of the car. I usually don't hear it. This car is obviously very low, very bumpy, and it bottoms out on the slightest bump at going pretty much any speed. Something is definitely rattling over there. I don't know what it is. Really need to clean this car out. That's gonna be the next move. Downshifts are fine, no grinding. Brakes, definitely squeaky. So from the factory, these naturally aspirated EJ25s made, I believe it was 174 horsepower. Don't quote me on that, but it's somewhere around there. It doesn't really feel like it makes that much, but the butt dyno is used to the Tesla, so it's kind of hard for me to tell. My wife has a 2022 Forester, and it has the same engine in it, I'm 99% sure. It'd be very interesting to race these two cars against each other to see which one wins, because hers is a CVT and this one's obviously a 5-speed. Handles probably about as you expect, a lot of body roll. Pretty non-responsive steering, I would say. It turns, so, you know, that's a plus. Definitely turns. It will stop, usually very squeakily, but it will stop. We got a Cobra back there. I wonder if he wants to roast me in a race. I want to get absolutely shredded by this Cobra. Let's go! Yeah, he wasn't even trying and he outpaced me. Oh my god, that's so funny. Bye! See you later, bud. Oh, that was great. There it goes. I wonder what he thought. He's probably like, this guy's making a lot of noise, but he definitely isn't going anywhere. You know, I wasn't even full throttle there in my defense, so we'll do a full pull, and I'll just show you how bad I would have roasted him here in a minute. It's so funny when people try to race me, because I'll just be like coming home from the gym or something, and some dude, I had some guy in a modified SRT4 pull up next to me one time, and he just kept slowing down, and we ended up going like 20 miles an hour, and he's still slowing down, and I was like downshifting, trying to like get ready, like, you know, let's go, and he just kept slowing down, like he wanted to do like a 10 or a 15 pull or something, and I was like, bro, there's no use, you're gonna roast me. I don't care what you drive, this car is slow. Just because it sounds good does not mean it's fast. You were going to roast me, just go. But eventually I just took off, and I was like, you know what, never mind. I wasn't about to go 10 miles an hour down a main road with cars behind us. Like, there's no point, it's useless. So as for driver assists, there are absolutely none. Power steering, that's about it. Pretty sure it's power steering. Doesn't feel super heavy. Doesn't feel insanely light, but when I'm going low speeds in a parking lot or trying to turn the wheels to like back up into a parking spot, for example, it's kind of heavy then. But I'm gonna assume that there's power steering. We can add that to the list of driver assists, but there's no traction control, no stability control, no launch control, obviously, and there's none of the modern accessories. If you didn't already guess, being a 21-year-old car doesn't do anything special. The wheel goes up and down, and I'm pretty sure it goes in and out, so that's nice. I can adjust the brightness of the gauges. I can turn my headlights on and off. That's cool. Looks like there's a thing for fog lights, but I think that's just parking lights. We got one cup holder in here, so that's pretty cool. Just kind of pops out. Plenty of storage space. This is a cool little container. I think people replace these with like pods instead of putting them on the A-pillar here. A lot of plastic, if you didn't guess. Very stinky. I think there might be an exhaust leak, because if I let my car warm up in the morning, get in the car, smells like exhaust. It really sucks. So I have to like drive with the windows down, so I'm not dying on my way to work or wherever I'm driving. If I let it warm up, that is. And that's with the air on, like recirculate and stuff too, so there might be a hole somewhere where the exhaust is leaking in. Oh, another driver assist that doesn't exist is hill start assist. None of that. That's really nice when you do have it. No rev matching, no nothing. It has a very sensitive throttle. I don't know if it's just loose, but I can just kind of bounce it a little bit. So that's always fun. I can do a pretty extreme, actually. But it does pop and bang a little bit. That's really cool. All right, let's slow down and do a pull. I guess we'll do a 40 roll. Third gear 40 roll. Full throttle. Wow, 60 miles an hour. Look at us go. That was a solid 20 mile an hour difference. Not too terrible. It's very difficult to stay at like 70, 75 on the highway though, especially when you're going up hills. All right, well, that was a quick little video. There's not too much going on here. Car works, car drives, shifts fine. Doesn't handle too well, but we can fix that. So stay tuned for the next video coming out here pretty soon. Should be doing a deep clean of the interior next, and finishing off the servicing of the vehicle itself. Link in the description for all of my socials. Follow me on Instagram for behind the scenes footage and announcements for videos. Follow my Twitter. I also announce videos there when they come out. You can click that little bell next to the subscribe button, or the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, if you want notifications for when my videos do come out. I'm trying to get on a regular schedule of 1 video per week, especially with the weather warming up, so that might be a little bit of time to get that underway, but my plan is 1 video per week. So thank you all very much. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any constructive criticism, please leave it in the comments. Don't just be like, this guy sucks. Be like, this guy sucks because he doesn't pronunciate, or something along those lines, you know what I mean? I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Let's see if I can get some Poppy Boys for the outro. The more Poppy Boys, did you say? See if I can get it bucking.